February 14th. Got some NBA picks. We got 50 plays today. I created a Discord, so it'll be in the description. So everybody for rocking with me and continue to rock with me. Tomorrow I'll be getting 2 pools. So I probably won't be doing a video tomorrow and the day after that. But I probably will be still doing like screen recordings and screenshots and stuff like that. When we doing screen recordings, just know if you don't see anything on the screen, just know it's probably on the next slide or a few slides down. Whatever you missed, I'll make sure you see that, because for some reason YouTube don't allow me my screen recordings to fit on the screen like I want. Got Isaiah Stewart, Wizards, weak in the paint. I got him over 8.5 points. I got him over 9.5 rebounds, second. And then third, I got him over 18.5 PRA. Looked like a good matchup. Thomas Bryant really can't do anything with Isaiah Stewart. So that's simple as it get. Caldwell Pope playing against his former team, Detroit. He's always scored about 12 points against Detroit since he left. Julius Randle against OKC, weak in the post. Only person to battle with is probably Favors a little bit, Baisley. But they can't hold Julius Randle, so I got him over 23.5 points and 5.5 assists. There's Baisley, 14.5 points over, going against the weak Knicks. If Mitchell Robinson's out, I love this play. This is my first play if Mitchell Robinson is out. Probably with Mitchell Robinson in still. 7 rebounds for Baisley, 23.5 PRA for Baisley. De'Aaron Fox, 23.5 points. Been killing it ever since he came back. He's went over every time. He went over before he left, you know. So Anthony Simons for Portland. Injuries mixed with trades. Simons top dog for them right now. Speaking of Giannis being out, I like the over on 23.5 for Middleton points. I like the over for 19.5 points for Drew Holiday. Self-explanatory. I also like the over on points for Grayson Allen, 12.5, simply because Pat Connaughton is out. Those minutes got to go somewhere. They traded away Dante DiVincenzo, so somebody got to pick those minutes. So I like the over on 14.5 points for Josh Hart. He only played 1 game with this team and crushed it. That's why I like the over on 6.5 rebounds. If you know, you know. 6.5 rebounds for Josh Hart. He only had 1 last game, which dropped his numbers, which I love because we know what Josh Hart do on the board. So 25.5 PRA for Josh Hart as well. Self-explanatory. Demar Derozan against his former team, Spurs. I like him over 31.5 points with no Levine. Ayo Dosunmu, I love him over. Well, I like him over 7.5 assists, but with no Levine. But I'm taking the 5.5 assists over for Demar Derozan. If you know, you know. Jakob Poeltl, we got Bates-Diop back and Josh Richardson coming into play. So him and Keldon Johnson. I like Jakob Poeltl points, him and Keldon Johnson points, but you got to be careful with Bates-Diop, because Bates-Diop, he plays some minutes. Pops leave him in. Greg Popovich, the coach, leaves him in extended minutes all the time when he was playing, when he wasn't hurt. Thought I'd throw that out there. And I also like the over on 8 rebounds for Jakob Poeltl and 2.5 assists over for Jakob Poeltl. Van Vliet, 19.5 points over. Why? Because he's been going over every game. Why not? Been going over every game. Why not? 30.5 PRA. I like it. He's been going over. No need to go against the grain. CJ McCollum, 36 points in his first debut with his new team. I like that. 20 should be nothing. Donovan Mitchell, this game probably turned into a blowout, but it may turn into a blowout if Donovan Mitchell is having the game that I think he will have. Over 24.5 points. It's easy. And the 19.5 for Bogdanovich if Rudy Gobert is ruled out. 12.5 points over for Jordan Poole. 18.5 PRA over for Jordan Poole. Terrence Mann, if Luke Kennard is out, you got to take the over 11.5 points. Norman Powell's out. And if Luke Kennard is out, you just got to take the over. Pascal Siakam, he always goes over on assists when Van Vliet's in. Maybe that's him passing it to him behind that 3-point line while he going over on his points. Nurkic, no Giannis tonight. Love the over on 11.5 rebounds. Self-explanatory. Bobby Portis, no Giannis tonight. Love the over on 9.5 rebounds and the 28.5 PRA. Jonas Valanciunas against his favorite team. I think he's averaging like 15, 16 rebounds every time he goes against his former team who traded him right before they won the championship. You know, hey, I'd be mad too. Over on 11 rebounds for Jonas Valanciunas. Jokic going against Orlando could be a blowout. But I still like the over on 12.5 rebounds. If they can kind of keep it close, you know, Jalen Suggs and Wagner and all them boys, if they could keep it close, Wendell Carter battle a little bit, I like the over on 12.5 rebounds. We know Joker could get 7, 8 in the first quarter. Could be a blowout though, but I still like the over on 5.5 rebounds for Aaron Gordon because that's his former team. Kevon Looney, Zubac going against each other. I like the both over on 7.5 rebounds. Sadiq Bey been crushing it going against Washington tonight. I like the over on 23.5 PRA for Sadiq Bey. He's been crushing it. With Grant back, with Cunningham, he doesn't care. He's been going over. You know, if they keep it closer, up going into the fourth, going into mid-third quarter, it's because Jalen Suggs is going over 22.5 PRA. Steph Curry may be a do-it-all tonight. Brooklyn. This is his first game with Brooklyn. I don't know how many minutes they're going to play him, but they are very short-handed. So that's why I like the over on 23.5 for Steph Curry. He literally will probably be the best player on the floor tonight. And that's crazy. That's saying something. I will take the over on 25.5 for Harrison Barnes. 21.5 over for Andrew Wiggins. He could get out of hand before he gets there, going against the Clippers. But the Clippers could put up a fight. We don't know. You know how it goes. Tomorrow I'm going to put the injury report at the end right here.